In 1914, in the heart of Tampa, Florida, Santo Trafficante Jr. was born into a family where power didn't just come from wealth, but from fear, loyalty, and the ability to control the shadows. By the early 1940s, Trafficante Jr. was no ordinary young man. He wasn't just learning the ropes of the family business, he was being groomed for greatness. Under the watchful eyes of his father, Santo Trafficante Sr., and the infamous mafia boss Thomas Lucchese, the young Trafficante was schooled in the sacred traditions of La Cosa Nostra. Part of Trafficante Jr.'s education took him far from the streets of Tampa to Cuba, a land of opportunity for the mob. Here, he worked under his father, forging relationships and learning the art of blending legitimate business with criminal enterprise. But in 1954, the world he knew changed forever. With his father's death, Santo Trafficante Jr. became the undisputed head of Tampa's underworld. But his ambitions stretched far beyond Florida. In 1955, Trafficante made a bold move, relocating to Cuba, a land where his family had already sown the seeds of power. Under the rule of authoritarian dictator Fulgencio Batista, Cuba became a playground for the rich and a goldmine for organized crime. Trafficante Jr. operated openly, running the Sans Souci Cabaret and Casino International, two of Havana's most glamorous establishments. But his reach didn't stop there. As a leading figure in the syndicate, Trafficante was rumored to have interests in nearly every major casino in Havana: the Tropicana, the Sevilla Biltmore, the Capri, the Comodoro, the Havana Hilton. These venues, many of which still stand today, were more than just entertainment hubs. They were monuments to mob power. But Trafficante's world was not without danger. In November 1957, he was arrested at the infamous Appalachian meeting in New York, a gathering of over 60 mobsters to discuss their empire's future. Among the topics of discussion, Cuba, the crown jewel of La Cosa Nostra's gambling and narcotics operations. Although the convictions from Appalachian were overturned in 1960, the meeting put Trafficante under intense scrutiny. Cuban authorities began investigating his activities, including his connections to the international narcotics trade. A Cuban police report dated January 23, 1958, detailed long-distance calls made from Trafficante's Sans Souci during the months leading up to the Appalachian meeting.